Hello, I'm here jumping on my live today because one, I like jumping on lives. Two, I keep getting information every single day, every single night. So why I want to jump on is because I had a dream last night from my brother. So, okay, before I begin, I gotta do my prayer first. I always forget to do my prayer. Okay, so first thing I do when I do my prayer is I call grandmothers, grandfathers from the east. I ask them to come help me pray and ask them to come help protect me. And I ask the grandmothers, grandfathers from the south, same thing. Come help me, guide me, protect me in my reading. Grandmothers, grandfathers from the west. I don't know anything. Grandmothers, grandfathers from the north. I'm still off Musqueam Middle School. With Tiwag and the grandmother that takes care of me, I ask her to come take care of me in my reading. And I ask Nutko Ategan, who lives in the southwest, to come and help me in my reading as well. I ask Creator, and there's no particular order in how I do my prayer. I ask Creator to come and sit with me, come and teach me, help me, guide me, protect me. I ask Mother Earth, the ground, to come and help me as well. And then I forget that I'm a direction, and I ask myself to bring the words out articulately, that the messages are coming through from the other side. The other night I had a dream of my brother, my late brother. Okay, so 10 years ago my brother passed away, my brother Wally. He was living here in Alberta. And he was really friendly with everybody. Like, he had a lot of friends, adopted family. I still haven't found them. So if anybody knows who Wallace Namikazim is, feel free to reach out to me and let me know if you've had a relationship with him, or if you had adopted him, or I'd love to get to know you. Right, my name's Carmen Joseph. I work over here at up the river in Kingsway Mall. Right, so contact me. I had a dream of him the other night. I had a dream that he was that I was locking him out of my house. I locked him out of my mom's place where we had lived in. It was cold. It was wintry. It was snowy, and I finally had to let him in. And I finally opened a door. He was so mad. He opened up the oven and he started heating himself up. And he was looking at me. He's like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you?" In my dream, and I had to shake my head. And I know that dream was symbolic of me blocking things out of my life, because I choose to remain in a place of comfort rather than look at the places that I have been toxic to others. And I see that a lot, right? I know I'm guilty of it. People will call me a healer, but I'm not. I don't claim to know anything, right? And so I'm seeing that happening a lot. And so Wallace, my brother, jumped into my dream to tell me that, Carmen, when you go through your own life situations, he says, it usually resonates in your readings. A lot of people are going through what you're going through. And a real experienced person, we have people who have these academic skills of being counselors. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, experience is having a first-hand experience of what other people are going through helps you to have a better understanding of where people are coming from. And that's what that's what Wallace came to tell me in my dream the other night, right? So he told me to basically stop blocking these people that are pissing me off and stop taking offense to them, because I'm bigger than that. I am. He also reminded me that Facebook, social media, all these forms are a place of ego, right? Because it's always about, look at me and look at how I'm doing and look at all the amazing things I'm up to, and that's not who we really are, right? I myself, I'm very vulnerable, very real on Facebook. I don't hide anything. Even the places that can get me in trouble. Even I go to the places where it might have nations not hiring me because she still does this and she's not she's not this and she's not that and she's not our expectation of a healer. That's totally fine. I've been put on this earth not to be an actress. I'm not an actress. I'm far from it. I'm here to be love, ultimate love, and that love is going to extend to myself and anybody else who deserves it. And that's not up to me to pick and choose who deserves that love. It's everybody. It's everyone. Each and every single person that's put on this earth and put on this life. It's not up to you to pick and choose who goes and who stays. It's Creator is the only we can label all we want, but creator's the ultimate judge, eh? So I've also noticed that a lot of people are following me, but they'll never ever interact with me. They don't like my posts. They don't inboxing me, or they don't inbox me. They don't message me. They don't nothing. They'll watch. They just sit there and they really just watch what I'm doing all the time. I like that. I like that. That's good. Observe me, right? And then, you know, come out when you're ready, because I don't need people all over me, you know, saying, "Oh, you're so amazing. You're so beautiful." To me, that's a red flag, because if everything I do is beautiful, then, you know, obviously something's off there, right? I'm not here to gain followers. I'm not here to gain people who are just going to love every single thing I do. I'm grateful for the people who come up and, you know, tell it how it is, right? You know, you're to this, to that, and that to me, because it shows me where I need to either level up or come down a bit, right? I'm learning how to be that woman, and I'm so proud of myself. So recently, I almost went home. I went back to my mom's place, and it was the first time going to her house since she passed away, right? And it was hard. And so I'm crying all over my live, and I'm like, I'm gonna go home, and everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna come visit you, and you know, I was getting messages left, right, and center. And then I realized that I'm feeling so alone here in Edmonton, but I'm really not. I'm not. I have tons of support, right? And I see that all the time. Like I'm not alone. I will get into my little head, and I'll stop moving from intuition, and then my brain wants to protect myself. That's what our brain does. Our brain just wants to protect us, and our brain only knows what it knows from previous events and from conditioning, preconceived notions, right? Meanwhile, our intuition knows what's up, right? So my intuition's telling me, like, where are you trying to go? What are you trying? You know, you're not running from anything. You built a legacy here. You know, you were homeless here in Edmonton one time. Now you got a full-time job doing what you love. You dreamed of a crystal ball as a kid. No, it's your life. I don't know if you guys have seen my crystal ball. I'm gonna show it to you. Hold on. So I manifested this, and I can see things in it. But the things that I see in this crystal ball are all love and light. And I actually see a future in this thing too, right? Because I gave it a job. I gave this a job for me to show me, you know, amazing things, but also to show me all possible options, because I can't ever tell anybody what exactly is going to happen in their future. I can't. I'm not creator. That's not my job, right? So, yes, Colleen, I know I need to slow down. I know. That's why I went home. And that's why I spent a few nights in a hotel in Saskatoon and just did nothing but eat chips and relax and get mad at Darcy. Somebody's going to inbox me and ask me who Darcy is. Darcy's a friend of mine who grew up together. We're probably, we can't even put up with each other. I'm feeling some apprehension, some kind like apprehension. Even my Cree accent is coming out. Apprehensionoma. I'm feeling some apprehension and some anxiety all around, because there's people that are really dying to jump into spirituality, into their version, and not knowing what the first step to take, what to do, because they're scared to, you know, piss off elders or piss off their teachers or get someone mad or jump out of the box and explore things that are new to them. I'm feeling a lot of that lately in my readings. I can feel people coming, you know, to my office here at Kingsway and looking in but not really wanting to come in, and that's totally fine. I'll never force anyone to come in for a reading. I want to share a secret with you guys though. Here's something that I learned that I know. I can read you. I can read each and every single one of you at any time if I wanted to. I can, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I just don't, because that's a form of respect, and that's one of the grandfather's teachings that I'm learning here as well. I don't, because it's none of my business what's going on in your private life, right? So I just want people to know that, because one lady messaged me, I do not give you permission to read me. I'm like, shut your pie hole. This woman comes at me telling me, you know, you going into casinos and all these places, you're picking up bad vibes. No, bitch, you're the bad vibe by coming at me telling me who the fuck I should be, right? So, well, that's where I was at the time. I'm not like that now anymore, but that's where I was. And then I realized that, holy frick, that trigger to me showed me that, wow, okay, I also have those preconceived notions that maybe me going to the casino is bad and I should defend it. And I have to bring myself back into balance and understand that too is a trigger. And so I'm taking these triggers one by one here, and I'm working through them, and I'm openly crying, I'm openly talking about it, and I'm hoping that maybe one person, you know, it'll plant a seed for people. That's where the learning is if you want to step into your intuition. It's not sitting in lodge, you know, all reverent to elders. And I know I keep repeating myself in these messages over and over, but the thing is, if you repeat it, it's like protocol. We give protocol because it teaches us respect and discipline. Our teachings don't come from just sitting in lodge and looking at the elders and seeing how beautiful their lives were and how amazing, and cooking them bannock and trying to be in their favor. Our greatest teachings come from the people that we've blocked, and failing to look at that shit inside of ourselves that they happen to see from their frequency that we don't want to see in ours. That's where the greatest teachings are, and a lot of us are missing out on those teachings. So you want to start a spiritual path, start looking at your own crap, right? It's hard. They call it shadow work, and it is, because I know I talk about my addictions a lot. I talk about my problem with men a lot. I talk about I don't know, I can talk about anything. You guys ever want to ask me questions, right? I'm always down to talk. You know where I work, right? So, a lot of people are out there are really tired of the lifestyle that they're living. You know, 9 to 5, monotony, you know, getting up. It's, you know, life isn't just about making money and going to bed every night, right? A long time ago, our women did hold the ceremonies, right? And we forgot how to do that because the men took over, because that's their job. Their job was to protect us when we were in danger. And they kept running with it. And our men did a really great job of holding our ceremonies. And I'm grateful for you men for doing that. I really am. However, there's a little bit of an imbalance there where our men aren't fully equipped to handle women's problems, right? So because a lot of our women are hurting, right? And we talk about missing and murdered. Look at how off balance that is, how much of our women have gone missing. I'm not saying our men are doing a shitty job. I'm saying our men aren't equipped to understand the workings of a woman. If they did, they'd be a woman themselves. We do have two-spirit people who have a lot of abilities too, and I'm not going to get into that right now. But I am saying it is really time for our women to step up and start doing our job, right? And so our job is not just to be love and light and healing workers and tarot and smudging all fucking day long. Our job is to actually speak the truth about where we come from. It's about, you know, we're emotional creatures for a reason. We're allowed to feel those emotions, share them, be medicine, talk about them, right? That's where it is right now, because we've been taught to sit, be quiet, stand behind our men, and just, you know, be obedient wives. No, man, that's got us way off balance, right? Now is a great time to go and a really great way to get rid of things too is flowing water, you know, by a river. Go take some tobacco, go put it down by the river, not a lake, because a lake will just keep it stagnant. Putting it by a river so it takes your problems away. There's a really good way to get rid of some stuff. Another thing that I was taught by the elders too is when you're driving over water or walking over water, say a prayer to the water, because we're 90% water. That water in that lake or that river speaks to your body as well too. We're all connected, eh? And we forget that too, and we're going through our problems. We get in our little brains and we think that we're going to solve it, and no. And then we get signs from all over, but we're too busy looking at our phones and trying to get, you know, validation from other people that we don't see the signs that are flying around us here all the time, right? Like my brother literally had to show up in my dream and tell me, like, Carmen, stop fucking blocking people. And I'm sorry for swearing a lot of my lives, but not sorry. I'm working on it. I'll get there. So my biggest task is coming up right now. My biggest task is, you know, I'm going to share with you guys what I'm really scared of right now, and it bugs the fuck out of me. I'm scared to move into doing ceremonies. I am, because I know that people are going to, you know, speak up and say, you know, what gives you the right? I already can feel it happening. I can already feel, because I've already seen it happen, where women were getting blasted on Facebook and people are talking, you know, crap about each other. I'm praying for a place where people can disagree with me but still support me, because I'll disagree with you and support you as well too, right? This is what I'm working on today, and this is my vow to myself right now too. I really do want to make a ceremony. I just don't know which one, right? I've been given a lot here lately, but it's like, it's really overwhelming, because where do I start? Who do I talk to? You know, who's going to believe me with my hair and my English speaking ass, and what the fuck, you know? I'm not your typical medicine woman or elder or whatever label you want to put on me. I got some knowledge that I share, but I don't ever claim to be that guru that's going to go and teach people what to do. That's my struggle right now too. So I feel you. I feel you. I was in that same place too when I started reading tarot. I was scared to do this, right? So we're always the most nervous, and our body will always react to leveling up, And so I have to stop and ask myself, is this fear or is this excitement, right? So I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing at any given time, but I know that in all these moments I can ask my grandmothers and grandfathers and elders and ancestors and everybody from all the directions and everybody to come and help me with this. We have to remember that in these moments too, that we're not alone, right? So, and I know it may sound like I'm rambling, but this is what the grandmothers tell me to say when I'm in my readings, right? So this may make sense to you. Whatever, I actually know what I'm saying right now doesn't make sense to me, but it's probably resonating with some of you. A lot of us are really, slowly tiptoeing into our gifts because we're all brought here for different reasons. We're all not like all medicine women. We're not all indigenous healers. We're not all elders. We're not, all these labels. We all have something to offer, right? But because society puts this, levels of hierarchy on people, we feel like we have to be in a certain place or a certain standing to be someone. Does that make sense? We don't have to fit in anybody's standards to be, to bring our gift forward. Because a lot of people's gifts that I've been seeing here, that I've been reading, are, they're quite interesting. But people always, the one thing that always comes up a lot too, and I got that today here too with a lady, it's money, it's finances. Well, you charge money for your services. Well, why not? Money's an energy, right? We're growing and we're evolving. The reason why some of our ceremonies are so strict is because when the colonizer came and told us that we couldn't practice our ceremonies, our people took what they knew and that's what they went and hid. And so that's what they tried to, they're keeping alive and they're revitalizing right now. What's missing from that is, and this is a message from the grandfathers and grandmothers, it's not from me, it's because that's what they knew. We're told to evolve from that and keep building on that because it's not meant to be rigid, right? We're meant to put our piece in there. Like I said, it's not just one person telling everybody what to do. All of us have a voice. All of us all have eyes, ears. We all have mouth and arms and everything to contribute in a conscious mind and a connection to Creator. Why should we be pushed aside and not allowed to use our gifts in our ceremonies? That's what a ceremony is. Everybody coming together, right? So that's why I'm kind of scared to go to start running ceremonies because I don't want to be that person that's, everybody's going to blame for it and shit goes down, right? So. And I'm asking for prayers to help me get through that because maybe I will someday. Who knows? Maybe I'll run a lodge, maybe in 20 years' time. But I'm not willing to jump into that right away. There's too many chiefs out there right now. So a lot of people who think they know better. Okay, I'm not ready for that yet. I fought enough in my lifetime. I fought to have a home. I fought to put food on the table. I fought to see my children. I fought to stay sober. I fought to stay alive, and I fought addiction. I don't want to fight my own people. So right now, this is telling me too, if we have anything that we want to move forward with and let go of, now is the time, right? This is really fast-moving energy. Get going with it, right? Do it. You don't have to do it in front of everybody and go to a sweat lodge and offer your tobacco and go, put your braids on and look pretentious in front of everybody. Go sit by the river after crying. Don't even have to wash your face, right? Just go sit there. And, Creator and the grandmothers, they don't expect you to dress up and look amazing for them. They love you and you're sacred as you are. You got to remember that. You're sacred as you are, right? Whether you're addicted, whether you're crying, whether you just finished hurting someone, right? You're still sacred, right? And you have that conscious mind to work through it. Maybe that's your gift too. Creator is looking for good people, not actors, real people, not just people that act good. Well, I act good. Just kidding. The moon card. The moon is one of our really important grandmothers too for our women too. If you don't have any moon teachings, go offer some tobacco and go ask for them. I'm not one here to, to impose my teachings on people, but I am going to tell you that the moon is very important to our women. There are 13 moons in a year, 13 times that we go and cleanse ourselves, 13 times that we bring things to manifest, and 13 times that we can let go of things. I'm not going to go into moon teachings here today. I am being told that if people want to come for teachings, they do have to offer me that protocol, right? And I'm going to set those boundaries now because I have so many people wanting to call me, sit with me, talk to me, and learn. And the thing is, I'm not equipped to sit here and teach. I got no patience. I don't have any patience. The only reason I'm forced to sit here and do readings is because the grandmothers make me do this, right? I have to abide by their rules. I'm not here to be anybody's what do you call that? Savior. I'm not a savior. Okay? So I'm here to empower you into your gift, because every single reading that I have, I'm, going into your energy. That's why I used to call myself a catalyst. I'm going into your energy and expanding what you offer, what you bring to the table. I don't know anything about you. When you come here, I may know what I see on social media, but I don't know anything else beyond that. And so, some good news, I am staying in Edmonton. I'm not going anywhere. I am developing my program. I am going to take my program over to Northwest Territories. I think I'm invited to Manitoba. I'm invited over to Saskatchewan. I'm going to have a few pilot runs and see how it goes. It's going to be amazing. And it's not because I'm running it. It's because you're coming to bring your gift to help run it. That's what it is. That's what it means. Mama Tausu. He, she is gifted. Kiuma, you're gifted. Okay? I need you to understand that. I'm not the healer going around healing everybody. Stop with that nonsense. That's not who I am. I'm clinging to your higher self, co-creating with you, and you're the one bringing this to life. Please understand that. So I got the death card here too, and yeah, I am staying, and I'm going to change some things around here too for myself, because I wasn't running. I was trying to go home to comfort, because it is uncomfortable being alone. It is uncomfortable feeling like I was being bullied and picked on. You know how fucking embarrassing it was to be blasted on Facebook and seeing my adult kids, seeing their mother go through that? That was embarrassing as hell. I had to fucking step the fuck up and start talking some shit into myself to bring myself back, to that place where I can handle this. I've been through worse, right? And I know I keep talking about it, but it goes to show you how much it really affected me. It affected me badly. I wanted to go home, but I ain't running, right? So I still got some people to talk to in a good way. I'm not going to go try fight or argue with anybody. I am going to put that tobacco down, and hopefully these people can come talk to me in a good way, right? And if I can't talk to those people directly, because it doesn't always happen that way, we can actually talk to their spirits. And this is something that I'm going to show you in my program, right? So I do have an amazing program. I have a lot of collaboration with elders and different people helping me out with it. It's so cool. So this card is also telling me too, we're supported in everything that we do, no matter what choice we make, even if we feel like it's a crappy choice, right? So I really can't go into readings with this, with what I'm doing here today, but this is for the general population. You gotta stop making yourself wrong for making choices that benefit you and not others. You understand that you're supported in this. This is just the basic message for everybody. It doesn't apply to any one person here. Yeah, something big is happening. I'm just feeling this excitement or something. Something big is coming. And it's actually happening for all of us too. So I'm really hoping that you guys can, connect with me, collaborate. And I need to really stress this too. My readings are not free. Don't ask. They're not free. No, I'm not that type of person who's going to go around and be everybody's savior. No, you want a reading? We do an energy exchange, and that's where it stays, right? And I'm not budging on that, okay? So, because I have so many people on TikTok inboxing me, oh, do I have to pay for a reading? Well, yeah, right? You want to go get mad about it? I'm not the Canadian government to be handing out stuff. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. I have one last card here for you too here. So, giving a lot of energy too. This is also giving, if you want something if you want to manifest something into your life, you also have to give a sacrifice. So, sacrificing, that also means letting go of a way of thinking that doesn't work for you anymore. It can also mean, again, what I just talked about, paying for a reading, right? It could also mean, paying for a course, right? So I'm taking a few courses online right now too, just letting you guys know, because I'm not always busy. I'm not always available for phone calls or to chat online, or I don't just sit around all day just waiting to talk to people. I'm taking courses too. I constantly have to learn, because I'll never, the older I get, the more I know, I realize that I don't know anything. So this is about you, about whatever you want in life. Basically, it's saying there's always an energy exchange. That's all that's saying here too. Nobody's posing any questions, so I'm not going to answer any questions if you guys don't have any, but I just wanted to come on today quickly and just tell you guys that I'm sticking around, not going anywhere. I'm gonna put my program up. I'm still here at Up the River, safe place here for you to come and smudge, hang out, laugh. I still always take gifts, you know, ribbon skirts, dry meat, things like that, right, too. So, yeah, that's all I want to say today. Thank you for joining my live, and we'll see you again. Okay? If I could